Three spheres of self-defense, three areas that you have to be prepared in, equipped in, and trained for in order to be ready for a violent altercation. And if your mind hasn't gone to these places, if you have not equipped your body and mind for this, then when the time comes, you will not be ready. The body cannot go where the mind has not already been. And when push comes to shove and your adrenaline spike hits, you will default to the thing that you have trained the most. And the first area is knowledge. You should be knowledgeable in areas of moral and legal ramifications to techniques that you might employ. You need to be knowledgeable in strategy and tactics, be they for a gunfight, a fist fight, or what have you. And you need to be knowledgeable of criminal psychology, how criminals operate, and how people, human beings, operate when they are dealing with fear, anger, pain. And then you need to know some principles of how the human body works. What's going to happen when I throw something in your face? Are you going to automatically flinch? Yes, you will. That will buy you time. What's going to happen when you get hit really hard in the groin, solar plexus, or throat? Tim Larkin has great videos on that. Knowing these principles of the human body, these principles of violence, and this area of knowledge is the first and probably most important sphere in self-defense. Because if you just have simple knowledge of situational awareness, to be looking around without your head in your phone, to look for the cues of someone who's looking for a target, looking for cues of somebody who's emotionally disturbed, if you know that, you will avoid most situations where you would have to use the other two spheres. And the second of the two spheres is close quarters combat. Close quarters self-defense, be it with lethal tools, non-lethal tools, or your empty hands. Whichever aspect it is, you have to be prepared in that, because most fights are going to start up close. Most self-defense situations is somebody in your face mad at you. It's somebody who has come up to ask for directions when really they want to hurt you. It's somebody that approaches you, and if they do deploy a weapon like a knife or a gun, and it's not out of cold-blooded murder, it's probably because they're trying to get something out of you, and they're using that tool as a power as a power play to essentially make you cower and do what they tell you to do. And then you have to know what to do in that moment, how to do it. So these are your empty-handed techniques. This is weapon disarms. This is fighting to the draw. This is weapon retention if you're a firearms user. This is knowing how to apply the knowledge of the human body and how to shut someone down, or deter them if it's not a use of lethal force situation, how to protect yourself and get away, how to restrain them if there's somebody that you love that's just having some sort of manic episode and you need to keep them from hurting themselves or others. So you have to have the ability to do those things with close quarters combat, and then you have to have a ranged element. Now, in America, this is going to be firearms. If you're in a country that permits firearms, this is learning how to deploy safely a lethal tool. And then in other countries, this gets a little bit weirder. It's having a handful of change in your pocket to toss at people's eyes just to keep them flinching long enough to get away. It's unscrewing the pepper when you're out to eat to throw that whole thing of pepper in someone's face. It's pepper spray. It's air guns that shoot pepper spray pellets. All of these different weapons when you don't have a firearm to be able to deal with someone who's out of arm's reach without getting shot while closing the distance, or keeping them away from you because you're not someone who's physically strong enough to deal in hand-to-hand or with a close quarters combat tool when somebody's broken into your house or what have you. All right, those are the three spheres of self-defense: knowledge, close quarters, and range, be it firearms or others. God bless you. Have a good day.
Get that mag. Keep your eyes toward the threat area. Quickly, through the funnel. Clear it. To the box. Squat. Squat. Gun. Don't move! Quick feet to the left. Gun.
Drop it!
Search and assess. Are the suspects down?
All down.
Is the area secure?
Yes, sir.
Finger straight, keep it straight. Unload, still clear. Finger clear?
Yes, sir.
Finger straight, reholster.